Arnold Classic 2023.
What does that mean to you guys, being the first ever couple to compete in the pros at the Arnold Classic?
Something really great, right? It's the most prestigious show in strongman, and to be able to do it with Sam is just,
It's gonna be so much fun.
yeah, it's just, I don't know what to say, man. Like, it's just amazing that we're actually able to train to do the same events together side by side and actually cheer each other on, and just the prep was just the same for both of us. So it was really nice to actually be able to do that. Stressful at points, but hey man, we're almost there.
We're almost there.
What about you, Sam?
This is obviously Max's second Arnold Classic, but it is my first. I am overwhelmed, I am excited, and I am nervous, and I'm just full of emotions. But I'm just super ready to get to Columbus, see everyone, cheer on everyone, and throw it down with Babe one more time.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Was the Shaw Classic? No, it wasn't. Shaw Classic was our first prestige show together.
Yeah, but the events weren't the same, right? Like this one's
Oh, yeah,
actually
that's
both
true.
rows are
I know.
doing the same thing, same events and everything as well, right?
Same. We're getting being taken care of at the same level, and just I think it's really cool. I also get a couple of family members that are coming out. My dad and my sister are gonna be coming up to watch me, and it's gonna be a really cool weekend to be able to share it with so many people. I'm excited.
Perfect. So now we're going to go over the events one by one.
Yeah.
We'll do them in order
Yeah.
of the fear at the show. So what's the first event?
First event is the Wheel of Pain. It's a big iconic event. It's been the past 3 years now. It's making its return at the Arnold, Ohio. It's big. It's something that I was always excited to be able to do. It's gonna be nice to be able to put together, and the fact that the women and the guys are doing the same thing is gonna be really interesting to see. And basically, you just push till you can't, until you drop, basically. And it's gonna be really a hard first event.
Yeah.
It's gonna gas us out, like every athlete, as much as they can, and we just need to recover and play smart for the rest of the show.
I am so terrified, but I am so excited. I remember when I first went to the Arnolds with you 2 years ago, I took a bunch of pictures with it because it looked so cool, and here we are. We're like 2.5 weeks away from like actually doing the event.
Yeah.
I think for us women, it's going to be a big challenge because it's quite heavy, and we've seen these men's before go on this apparatus and they've struggled, and it just seems so big and so heavy. I know that we've all been training super heavy and we're all going to be conditioned for the event, but it's going to be a very big factor that we're starting off the weekend with that. But
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm just so excited to be able to do these events, and people just dream of touching and performing a Wheel of Pain, and it is such an iconic event, so I'm excited. I hope you guys know we're probably gonna go first.
We'll see.
We'll warm it up. We'll warm it up for you guys.
Yeah.
But my goal for that event is to focus on giving it everything I've got. It's to take one step at a time and hopefully make it as far as I can. I know that I'll be one of the lightest competitor, but I don't think that is going to be a big factor, because at the end of the day, it's going to be all about the grit and determination of actually keep pushing.
Yeah.
They did measure a couple of things on us to make sure that we would fit in the Wheel of Pain, because we do know that it is quite high and really big. So for us, I'm not one of the shortest. Well, I am probably. I don't consider myself a short athlete, but in this group of in this field of ladies, I think I'm one of the probably mid height, but there's only 4 middleweights.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
Next one is the deadlift.
No,
Log.
the next one is log press.
Log press. It's a log press trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have 2 options. You either pick the heavier one or the lighter one, obviously. The one rep with the heavier one will win any rep with the lighter log. It's going to be an interesting one after the Wheel of Pain. Our legs are going to be fried. I feel really confident. I want redemption for my log press. Like I've been having issues the past 2 years. I'm finding to feel better and more comfortable. I'm able to train properly now, just slowly ramping up, perfect timing. Like I've been able to hit my numbers maybe the past week. So having a log is going to be really good and it's nice to see.
Yeah, you're gonna do really well on the log.
What are the weights for the men?
I don't know. The heaviest one's 430. The other one, I'm not sure.
I think it's like
380 maybe, but
380.
we're doing the 430 for sure.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a really great battles for the men for the log. Considering there's you, and then there's gonna be Luke,
Trey,
Bobby, and then we've got Matthäus that's making his comeback or his appearance again. So it's gonna be great. It's the men's side of things is gonna be spicy. And then for us, it's the same thing, not the same weight, but we've got a Trump log. So our first log is a 220, and then our second is a 260. I've been training very hard on that 10-inch log. I'm excited to touch a brand new women's Slater log. Steve is building us some equipment, which makes it even more special. I am working my ass off to hit that 260 for a single. So it would be a PR for me. After the Wheel of Pain, obviously there's going to be who can recover the fastest, who can recover the best. So we've been training accordingly, and I think things will line up like they'll line up. It all depends on how I feel on comp day. I'm very confident with the 220, but I really want that 260. So we're gonna give her all we've got on day one.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then, so there's one more event on day one?
No, just 2 events.
Oh, just 2 events. Okay, the next is 3.
Saturday, yeah.
Okay, so the next day on Saturday.
So on day 2, we start with the, which one is that? That's the max deadlift, the max elephant deadlift. It's gonna be quite interesting. It's a deadlift. It's a whippy bar. I rather a stiff bar over a whippy bar just because I am a leg puller instead of back. I just have a hard time understanding the whip. I'm getting better at it, so we'll just see what it does. Just have fun with that one. And it's all gonna be about damage control at that point, and then just move on to the next one.
Get some points, baby.
Yeah.
Sam?
It's so humbling because I feel really great about my deadlift and how far it's come. Like, I'm looking to pull a little PR or whatnot, and I know it's all about game day, but on paper, these women are just so insane. And like, honestly, it's gonna be thrilling. Like, I'm gonna be fangirling just as much as I'm gonna be competing. But we might see some 650, 700 pound pull. We're gonna see a handful of them. And to me, to be able to be on that roster is just incredible. No, I might not pull 650, darn, but I'm gonna be going out there and giving it, like, obviously my absolute best. I wanna be as competitive as I can, but we do know that deadlift is at this level not our strongest suit, which is okay, because it made us train that much harder in these last couple months on our deadlift, on our weakness, and it's about showing up and giving it all we've got for that event.
Yeah. That's, I guess, especially considering you're knowing that the world record holder for the elephant bar women is going to be there.
Yes, so tomorrow, I'm so excited. We've kind of been exchanging these messages, but she's super excited, but super anxious, obviously, about competing on her first Strong Women show. And she got thrown at the biggest prestigious show in the world right away. But this is going to make quite an athlete out of her. You know, a lot of people say make or break, but I know tomorrow, and she's got this insane mindset, and she is an incredibly women power, and whatever she sets her mind to, like, she's just very empowering, and she's going to pull something incredible. She's also got really great competitors. So we've got like Andrea Thompson that's right behind her, and Victoria Long. Like, there's like a handful of women that are going to be pulling over 600 pounds, which to me it's crazy because I remember not too long ago I pulled 405 for my first time and I was so excited. And here we are.
But it used to be a big number back in the day.
I know.
Like the straw women's side actually grew a lot really fast in the past 2 years. It's unreal. It's incredible to watch.
It's hard to keep up.
Yeah.
You ladies getting strong.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be crazy. The deadlift, I think, will be probably one of the events that we'll pull our things and sit down and watch the show, but
yeah, pretty much.
it's gonna be fun.
I love that. All right, so after the deadlift comes...
So after a deadlift, it's the frame carry.
Oh, we're not finishing with the frame?
No, finishing with the throw.
Stone.
So I'm really excited for the frame.
Training's been going good for you.
Training's been going well. I'm ahead of last year. Last year I missed the record by a second, and I'm excited that Kilikowski is there this year. Last year I missed the record because I was stressed out that was wondering if I was able to pick it up or not, right? So as soon as the whistle blew, I doubted myself for a fraction before trying to pick it up. But I'm already being able to pick up those weights right now, so it's been really good. A big confidence boost, and I'm gonna go for that record this year for sure.
Oh, it's gonna be an insane battle for you guys at the frame. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For myself,
What's the weight for women?
so for women, they're building timber carry again, super cool. So we'll have our women's timber carry, and it's gonna be set between 5 and 5'10".
Was it 560?
It's 560.
I don't know. I thought it was between 540 and 560.
I'm checking.
Insert Jeopardy.
Doesn't matter, it's 5'10", I guess, huh?
No, yeah, but I don't want to be talking like I should know this. 507. Between 507 and 540.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. So you've done that.
No, I've done that. Okay. Okay. Just 560 would have been like, man, I don't know. I know it's only 20. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, it's gonna be between, I guess, 500, 540 or whatever. They're building it. My grip has come a long way. I feel like my prep for Shaw Classic and my prep here has been quite different. Shaw Classic was extremely heavy, and I wasn't working like on certain things, like especially like bracing and like there were certain things, even like just confidence, like being able to not pick up the weight before the contest is a huge factor for me. And now that like I'm within that range of the frame, the only thing is going to be the incline. But I'm super excited for the frame carry, and my one goal is to make it at the top and just enjoy the view. I was really jealous of Max last year when he was standing up there, and he's like, it just looked like really great just to be in front of that whole crowd. And I just want to have a really great event there. Like there's some ladies that are going to be demolishing that event. I just want to keep up and finish the event and smile away. And my number one goal is to not fall down or tip over. I've got this weird anxiety in me. I'm like, what if I step to the right too much? Am I gonna fall down? Like, I hope not. Anyways, frame.
So after the frame comes the weird and almost controversial event of the stone throw. What do we think?
Well, last event, stone throw. It's a stone throw, pretty much.
We've been doing sandbag throws. We don't really have a set of stone here that we can throw, but it is what it is. It's gonna be the same thing for everybody. The unknown. Just pick it up and go, man. I think it's gonna be who's gonna be not as gassed out at the end of the weekend, who's gonna be fresh for some explosive movements. Cause is it a really explosive movement?
Yeah, but explosive. It's heavy.
It is heavy, so it's like for the guys, it's 200.
Yeah.
Like you gotta put it overhead. Yeah, it's a light overhead, but then you have to walk or run with it, and then throw it.
Yeah. We don't really have the rules yet, but
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I just don't want to smash my face down or something. But
I'm really excited to see what the rules are like of like stepping over versus if it just has to release from your hands before maybe you cross the line? I guess there's
No, because they did send us out a couple of examples, and it's like it comes back from
Highland
the Highland Games. There's like this. It's called. There's a big name there for it. It's like Stone and Astro, or it's something like Scottish maybe. And they sent us a couple videos, and we were able to kind of base off of it. But I mean, this one's gonna be anyone's fair game. It's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be the end of the weekend, and we're gonna go out there and just do our best.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, what are the weights for the men and women for the stone throw?
200 for you guys, and about 100 for us.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild though.
It's crazy, yeah, it's crazy, but that's the Arnold Classic, so yeah. Yeah.
So next part, okay, let's talk about let's talk about the weight gain for you, Max, because you've gained a considerable amount of weight, and how does that affect your body, your breathing, your sleeping? Because I mean, I can pick you up breathing just from the mics, really, and everybody else is going to hear that too. So what are the sort of bodily differences that you feel leading up to a show of this magnitude?
Well, for the Arnolds, I try to pack on 10 to 20 pounds more where I don't feel comfortable-ish in my body. Like I walk up a flight of stairs, I'm gassed out, but like it's just something that you adjust and you adapt as you go, right? Like my body's comfortable at this weight, so whenever I add 10, 20 pounds, I don't feel comfortable. But there's just like, it's not really an endurance spot for Arnold except for the wheel of pain. So that's why I'm adding a bit more weight, and then I'll try to like lose that 10 pounds off for World's Strongest Man, where it's more like conditioning and cardio and the heat as well to get ready. So it's always like, you just always need to watch like where you perform better and where you feel comfortable at the end of the day. Like you might be too heavy and you can't do nothing there, so it's kind of counterproductive to what you have, right?
How about you, Sam? Are you seeing an increase in weight or anything like that?
For myself, no, I try to stick around where I'm really comfortable at, which makes me a easier cut for middleweight. But I find like at like in between the 185, 190 is where I'm really comfortable. It's an easy cut to middleweight, and that's just where my body's really just better. I recover better. I don't feel sluggish. I can move. I think that's super important. Yeah, body composition is really different when I'm prepping for an open show than a middleweight. I'll tend to like lean out quite more towards the middleweight show, because then I'm not cutting weight at the end or what. But no, I mean, I haven't put on any weight for the show. My body weight's the same, so I've been feeling confident and great, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember last year when you were going for the 182s, you had like veins on your abs. You were lean.
Cutting for 82 was quite, it was easy. It was an easy cut. I had to cut down a little bit to make it an easier weigh-in, but this time I didn't want to make that a stress factor over everything else that's been going on, so just by doing an 80-20 kind of nutrients or has been really ideal for us, and it's been working. So
no, Arnold's just been an interesting prep. Like basically we moved our whole life from Thunder Bay to East Coast just to be able to open our gym facility here, but we got a few curveballs that happened, and we don't have a location right now, so like we're just doing the best that we can what we have right now. So it's not ideal, but we're doing what we have, and then in the process of trying to find a location at the same time. So it's fun. Like we need to load all our full gym into 2 storage units.
Oh my god.
Are you starting a storage? And within 24 hours last week, so that was pretty hard. Messed up our prep for a few days. Like our deadlift session that night was horrible. Where not even our last set of warm-up didn't budge off the ground, so we need to walk away, right? There's lots of up and down during this prep, but we'll be ready like we always are. Game day is really different for us. We perform a lot better on game day than when we train. But because we're just there to have fun, guys. And when you have fun, you enjoy it, you have less stress, you perform better.
Yeah.
It's just what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah. I think on top of like the whole gym move too, like we do carry a lot of hats. We not
You guys run 3 different
we
companies.
run Strongman Corp Canada, which is probably a huge hat and a huge thing that we embarked ourselves in last year, and it's been very, very demanding. I just hope that the athletes here in Canada are really, really respecting our work and acknowledging that we're putting out a lot of work, and a couple other things too. But it's been a very different prep and a very stressful prep, and I don't think I could have done this any other way without you kind of balancing everything out. We do have a lot of hats. We're not afraid of telling or saying it. We want to be athletes first, but we also have a lot of other things going on, and trying to balance things sometimes it's hard, but I think that's what makes us unique, and that's what makes us raw, and that's what makes us these athletes. Because when it comes to game day, like you mentioned, we can turn on a switch and we can go full force.
Yeah.
That's kind of the dangerous part about me and you, and that's why we've been successful in the past. It's because we work hard on everything for every day. I mean, we're not the average Joe that we got our invite for the Arnolds and we were able to just prep for the Arnolds and then go to our 40-hour work job or whatever. We literally work around the clock on a lot of other things. But it's also what makes it unique. That's why it makes it so fulfilling that when we do achieve those goals and when we do get those invitations, and we train extremely hard in the gym, and once we step foot in the gym, that's what we do 100%. But we're
there for work, right?
Yeah,
we're there
we
for that.
work. It's another hat.
And then we just really enjoy giving back, because like the sport gave us so much that like I just feel that like we need to give back. Really grateful to be where we're at now. So to be able to give back, to give the amateurs, the people, the next generation of us,
Yeah.
right? To be able to do that is something really grateful that I cherish with all my heart, and you as well. So like it's just fun to do, but sometimes it takes a lot of work.
We'll be there Friday and Saturday. We'll be competing, and then Sunday we'll be hanging out with our amazing sponsors. But guys, if you see us on the grounds or anywhere during the weekend, don't be shy. Come and say hi. Max loves to take pictures, and come out and give us high fives and spread the good vibes all weekend.
For sure, guys. If we're not busy, we'll take the time 100%, and we'll see you all soon.